If you're taking a Russian class, your teacher has certainly been telling you to do things. For example, читайте, говорите по-русски, будьте добры. Now in English, we don't have a special form for when you're telling someone to do something. We can just say, read this or do that with those basic forms, read, do. In Russian, though, we do have special forms called the imperative or command forms. If you look carefully, you'll see that these three are slightly different. Here there's an I краткая, here there's an I, and others have a soft sign. So there are three ways to form an imperative. If you just happen to know these three particular forms because you've heard them a lot, that's great. But there will be times when you haven't heard someone use a particular imperative form, so you definitely want to know how to make a command form from any verb. In this video, we'll look at the first type with I краткая. For any regular command form, it's best to start from the они form of the verb. We'll drop the ending, and notice how the stem that's left ends in a vowel. When there's a vowel letter at the end of the stem, we'll just add I краткая to make the command form. And we can add te to the end for plural or formal, basically whenever you would use вы. So that gives us читай, читайте. Now let's look at two more examples that will show us why it's so important to use the они form as your starting point. From открыть, we have они откроют. We'll drop the ют ending. We see that it ends in a vowel, so we add I краткая to get открой, откройте. And from советовать, you'll see the same pattern. Они советуют. Remember that ова becomes u in the present or perfective future. So dropping the ending ют gives us совету, which ends in a vowel, so we can add I краткая and get советуй, советуйте. You may have noticed that читать and советовать are imperfective, and открыть is perfective. Well, it makes no difference which aspect a verb is. The imperatives are formed in exactly the same way for both, always based on the они form, that third-person plural. Now, choosing the right aspect for your command does make a difference, but we'll cover that topic in another video. Summing up, Russian has special forms called imperatives for making a command, that is, telling someone directly to do something. There are three ways to make a command form depending on the stem of the они form. When the stem of the они form ends in a vowel, we'll add I краткая for informal singular commands and I краткая plus те for contexts where you'd say вы. This system works for imperfective and perfective verbs, but the choice of aspect does matter, of course, and we'll cover that in another video.